When attraction fades in marriage. All right, great. So I have questions for you. I have two questions for you. Right? We've experienced this before. You've experienced this before. So my question for you is this: is that when attraction fades in a marriage, what does that feel like?
For me,
what did that feel like for you?
For me, it's simply disconnection. When I'm not connected
Gentlemen,
to you.
I got you. What does that mean?
You don't know. When I'm not connected to you.
What does that mean?
When you're not hearing me. We're not doing things that we supposedly do together.
When I'm not hearing you, I feel like I'm hearing you. So explain a little deeper for me what that means when I'm not hearing you.
You're not
As a matter of fact, sorry babe, just a few minutes ago, like a few hours ago,
yes,
I took you to the post office,
yes,
and you told me I don't listen. And I said, I'm listening, right?
Why did I say you don't listen?
Because, okay, this is a fantastic example. This is a fantastic example right here.
Listen.
All right.
And I didn't say you don't listen. I said maybe you didn't hear me.
Don't
you don't hear me.
No, you said listen. Don't interrupt me. I'm going to explain this. This is what we mean by real life examples instead of me shuffling Bible verse down your throats. All right, good. So we were in the gym, we were working out, kickboxing, boom, boom, boom. If you haven't seen us kickboxing, go check out Instagram, right? And then you said you wanted to stop by, that you're going to the post office, okay? And to me, it's like when we get home, you're going to go to the post office, right? As we were about to get to the post office place, you told me that, oh, don't forget post office. I said, oh, so you're going there right now, which is not an issue for me. I'm just saying, oh, you're going there right now. And he goes, yeah, you see the package? First of all, I don't look at everything that's going on in the car. I'm just paying attention.
Terrible.
Said, wait. You said, wait. He said, don't you see the package? I was like, my real answer was going to be no. But again, because I understand how this works, I just wanted to get out of that vibe as fast as humanly possible without making you feel that at all, right? I said, and then the next thing you go, you still didn't catch it. You went straight for my jugular by saying, you don't listen. And I said, I listen, babe. It's okay, No. I'm going to use the phone, right? Where you go. And then you went inside the post office and did your thing. And then you came back.
I didn't say you don't listen. I said you don't hear me.
No, you don't. You didn't use the word hear me. See? Okay. It's another good example. The words, the semantics, right? She says, you don't hear me. I remember. The experience I had was her using the word listening. Listening, the reason why I remember listening so clearly is because it's a trigger word for me now, because I'm always studying this stuff. And I know that you want to listen to a woman, and I know that not only listen to her, you want to make sure she feels heard. So I've seen this enough to know that if you said hear me, I will know exactly what you meant, and I'll know how it played out. So that's not what I heard. So, but I'm not saying you're a liar either. So, right?
Can I say
but that's what
part?
You remember. Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
This morning when we were going to the gym, I grabbed my package. I said, baby. I grabbed my package. I grabbed my water. And I had something else. And, my water. And I had some trash that I wanted to throw out. And you grabbed my water for me.
Yes.
I held the package.
Part of all the things we do to make sure that
I'm going to stop by the post office. I don't know where your ears were, but you probably wasn't.
I'm going to stop by the post office. So can I say something? Can I say something?
Say.
I'm going to stop by the post office.
Yes.
Does not equals to I'm going to stop right now when we're coming from the gym.
I had the package in my hand.
It could mean I'm going to stop by. I'm going to stop by later, right?
So why do I have the package in my hand this early morning?
I didn't notice. It's not everything that's going on in the car that I noticed.
So you weren't paying attention. So
no.
I put the package.
You are correct about that. But rightfully so, I don't pay attention to everything that's going on.
Okay, baby, I agree. Then you open the boot. I told you open the boot. I grabbed my gloves. I grabbed your gloves. I said, babe, I'm not going to put this package in the boot so that I don't forget. I have to stop.
You said that?
Yes, but now.
So now let me ask you a question. How come we're talking about when attraction fades in marriages?
Right.
Okay. This is little things like this is how it happens over time.
Right.
Over time. Of course, in addition to some other maybe bigger issues, right? But little things like this do add up, right? But I did not hear you.
That's what I said. You don't hear me.
No. You don't. I did not hear you. If you said you didn't hear me.
No, didn't hear me.
No, wait. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
If you say you didn't hear me or you don't hear me, do you see the clear difference?
Yes.
Those two statements are real and they mean two different things.
Yes.
You didn't hear me.
That's different.
It's a lot nicer. You don't hear me.
You don't hear me. I have to repeat myself multiple times.
Wait.
Yes.
You don't hear me.
That's what I said. And I meant it.
You don't hear me is not nice. And I'm saying this to everyone, both men and women, right?
But it's actually...
No, but it's not nice either, especially when I haven't finished the point, right?
But you didn't hear me.
Wait. You don't hear me, right? It's not nice. You should ask, why is it not nice?
Why is it not nice?
Good. You don't hear me is an exaggeration that this is always happening. This is just... No, let me educate... Let me educate the fellas. When she says you don't hear me, right? Yes. It's not nice. Yes. She's exaggerating that this happens literally every single time. That's what it sounds like to you. That's not what she's trying to say. She's just trying to say the impact in that moment in time of you don't hear me makes her feel like it happens all the time. You know it doesn't happen all the time. You are the one that's going to pack the poop. So you feel like it doesn't happen all the time and you want to fight that back in that moment in time. Is that what I did? Is that what I did? Did I fight you about that when you say you don't hear me or you don't listen? You don't listen is what I heard, but go ahead. Either way.
No, that's not what you did.
What did I say?
I don't even remember right now.
You know why you don't remember? Because it didn't hurt. Whatever I said, if it hurt, you would have remembered.
True.
Okay, good. So if I learn how to maintain that long term over time, like don't turn your own poop into another poop, right? Then attraction stays, right? Then we can laugh about it, right?
Okay.
But attraction does fade. What we're talking about, I don't know why we did it here, but it's perfectly fine, right?
You said it was a perfect example.
Right, because it's little moments like this is what creates the issues that people have in marriage. They just start to pile up and become resentment over time. Let's say, for example, I go, what do you mean I don't hear you? Why do you say stuff like that all the time?
Why I said you don't hear me?
No. That would be me being upright, which doesn't always work either.
Okay.
But let's say I wasn't upright. I'm just in my weak moment now, right? But that stung me because I know that I do try to hear you, right? But you don't feel that way, right? So if you don't feel that way, obviously it's not valid, right? So I better be paying attention because as a man, I subscribe to this relationship. So if I'm the one that's going to uplift us in that moment in time, then so be it. Because there will be other moments and other aspects of life where you can uplift me.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. But let's pretend like I was weak. And you go, you don't hear me. That will stink as a man. Because number one, my whole life is about hearing you and trying to make sure that we're good and the kids are good. And if that's the wrong moment for me, right? Let's say I'm already in a space where I'm not feeling right or I'm already being cranky about something else. What do you mean I don't hear you? I'm sorry, man, now, right? What you're gonna do is reciprocate that back to me because whatever you give a woman, she will multiply, including that part.
Yeah, but again, if I'm talking to you and you're distracted with so many things, for example, you're like the master, what they call it, what do you call them? Multitasker. We're coming from the gym, you're making calls, trying to hook certain things up, you're checking your email. I'm like, babe, let's go. I have somewhere to stop by now. And then you're talking on the phone, you're doing a million things, and then you almost miss the post office. Do you see how I can say?
I didn't almost miss the post office. That's how you felt. I didn't know we were gonna stop at the post office in that moment in time.
Okay, well.
But you didn't know that. Why didn't you know that?
Because you were confused.
No, because you're a woman. It's very important for the gentleman to hear this part.
What do you mean? Because I'm a woman.
Because you hear what you hear, and I give you that grace, and I give you that pass, and I give you that, and some people call it I'm simping. It is whatever. It's perfectly fine for me because I have a beautiful life having you in my life. So I give you that pass. It works perfectly for me over time. In the moment, sometimes a lot of these young guys feels like in the moment it's about everything. No, in the moment it's not a big deal. Over time, do I have peace of mind? Do I have a beautiful life? I do. And if just a little moment of giving you a pass is what it takes, that's not a lot for me. You see what I'm saying?
I will also give you a pass for saying that I'm a woman.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I won't argue with you. Okay, I'll let it go.
I appreciate that. So someone said no speaker. Maybe they can't hear us anymore.
Oh wow.
Let's end it and just start it again. Share to IG. So when attraction fades in marriage, these are the little things that happen. So now the other question I have for you is this, okay? Let's see if we can touch on that in about 2 minutes, right? If attraction has faded based on your feelings, because you still didn't explain it to me really, you just said connection. I tried to get you, but again, I already answered the question. I already said you're a woman. But now, let's say you feel okay. We're not on the same page. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Disconnected. Okay.
Yes.
What do you do as a woman when attraction fades?
What do I do?
Yes.
I'll try my best to get you to see what I'm struggling with.
Okay. How do you try your best?
I'll try to talk to you about it.
Okay. But if I'm the same guy that's not hearing you, I'm not hearing you, right?
Oh. I'll make sure it's in the time
because based on what you said earlier, I don't hear you. Which means consistently I don't hear you.
Honestly, a couple of times you're distracted with other things like your emails and I'm talking and maybe you missed something and you didn't hear me.
Right.
So that's a fact that you didn't hear me in that moment.
No, you felt. The fact is that you felt like I didn't hear you. This is very important. They're very different. Very, very different, right? And again, this thing, see, I don't have to be guilty. Attraction can still fade in my marriage.
Right.
See, one of the problems when people are handling this is that they feel like, oh, it's their fault. They feel like, because it's, because she's trying to tell me I'm not doing enough. And then they react to that, right? They're trying to justify
They feel attacked.
They feel attacked, exactly. So when you feel attacked, you obviously you want to justify, you want to defend yourself and all those kind of things. The fact is that you feel like, and it's very important for me to know that over time. So again, you haven't told me. I'm telling you what I would do when attraction fades. When attraction fades, I can tell. It happens in micro levels. It happens in little micro levels. It happens in macro levels. It happens in the big scale when people call divorce and separation, right? But little things like this adds up, right? I already told you what I would do. I just did it today, right? And I'll do that consistently over time. You will feel safe and secure. No men compete with me because most of them are wusses. They react to everything you say, including when you say, you don't listen to me. You always do this. You're always, all those exaggerations, they take that to heart, right? So what I would do is little detail, little moments like that. I make sure that I'm filling those gaps, right? Without making, it's not really a duty. It's because there's a reward for me, right? It's not because I'm better than another person. It's just I've seen the consistency that, hey, there's a bigger reward for me. We could go straight 6 months and no single argument in this house, right? Why? Because I don't bite. If you throw like a little sarcasm at me or condescension,
sarcasm.
I say if you do. But there's a reason. I take credit for you not throwing it. There's really nothing to throw it at. Sarcasm and condescension does cause a lot of issues in marriages, but they're so minuscule that you don't realize it's happening, right? But if I bite it every time you throw it at me, catch it like that, right? And then I retaliate.
That's tit for tat.
Yes. And that's what happens with a lot of people. So I would say when attraction fades in marriage, is definitely the best thing to do is to look inwards, look in the mirror. You're responsible for the attraction. It's not guilt. It's not you're wrong. It's not you're right. It is what it is. What you attract from your woman or your husband, you're better off looking at it as you attracted it. There are things, if you look at it as you're just a victim, you cannot engage power in that same space. You know, so engage your power, look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe there's some things I can do to change the vibe, set a different tone. And then do that very, very, if it's happening, stop all condescensions and sarcasm because they're extremely dangerous. And then arguments, you definitely want to disengage argument, at least temporarily. I can have a debate with you because we're in a good space. And it take a lot to turn to argument. But some people, they're always on the edge. Argument comes like that very quickly, and argument is very much responsible for a lot of people's marriage demise. Anything else you want to say to that, babe? You're acting like I put you in a corner there or something like that.
Well, you pretty much did. So
did I put that in a corner? I didn't put that in a corner.
Yes, you did.
Let me know what you think in the comment.
Yes, you did.